My name is Rustam. I introduced myself before. Our company is Boond. I founded it in 2010. And I would like to say for us, it thanks first to John and Michael and Luis for the invitation to come here. We're working on the principle where necessity is the mother of invention. So we went into DC technology, DC microgrids, creating pay-as-you-go payment systems, working with communities, community groups, more as a necessity to get electricity out to the last mile, and less as a theoretical concept or something that we had to develop. And it's been a roller coaster ride for 6 years. We've raised funds. We've catered to about 25,000 installations of different kinds, and we now do a lot of DC microgrids which reach really poor people. And like Professor Junjunwala, who's very respected in India, said, people who can't afford to have their own systems, people who can't afford to be on the grid, and they pay some of the lowest costs in the entire world to buy energy for themselves. So I have a short video because the video does more justice to explaining about us than I do, and then I can talk briefly about the microgrids.
Pada, the little-known hamlet in Unnao district of Uttar Pradesh, nearly 45 kilometers off state capital Lucknow, now has something to offer to the rest of the country and possibility to the rest of the world. How to draw and save energy drop by drop. That is Boond Boond in Hindi.
Boond is a social enterprise working in energy access in India. We work with some of the poorest and remotest communities in India, installing solar systems at the level of homes all the way up to commercial projects, microgrids, anything that provides them energy to increase their productive life. We've been working now for a while, and our pilots have been very successful, so we are scaling up rapidly. Some of our products, like the prepaid microgrid, are very innovative and the first of its kind in this sector, where people from the poorest communities living in complete off-grid areas can get access to energy for lighting their bulbs, for running fans, and also charging their mobiles at a very, very low-cost prepaid mobile-based system in which they actually control how much wattage they need to pay for and what benefits they can derive from the system.
हमारे गांव में जो है लाइट की व्यवस्था जो है बहुत ही कमजोर है, लाइट है ही नहीं। सौर ऊर्जा का प्लांट लगा हुआ है, उस प्लांट के द्वारा कुछ बच्चों को पढ़ने लिखने के लिए मिल पा रहा है, और बाकी गांव में अंधेरा है। हम लोग दिए की साये में जो है अभी जब सूर्य ढल जाएगा उसके बाद हम लोग चिराग लाते हैं मिट्टी तेल से, उसमें न खाना पका मिलता है न चारा कर मिलता है।
जब लाइट नहीं थी तब हम लोगों की पढ़ाई ज़्यादा नहीं हो पाती थी, तब छोटे दिए आते थे, उसमें केरोसिन डालकर पढ़ाई करते थे, तो 6-7 बजे तक पढ़ते थे।
हमारे गांव में आज़ादी के बाद से आज तक लाइट की व्यवस्था नहीं थी। बूंद कंपनी ने सौर ऊर्जा का प्लांट जो हमारे गांव में लगाया है, उससे अब बहुत हम लोगों को सुविधा है।
देर रात तक हम लोग काम न कर लेते हैं, और जानवरों के लिए चारा पानी, दुकान के लिए ऐसे हमारा 8 बजे तक खुलती थी दुकान, ऐसे 10 बजे तक खोलते हैं।
बारह गांव में जो है सोलर का माइक्रोग्रिड लगा हुआ है। इसमें 800 वाट का जो है पैनल लगाए जाते हैं, और 800 वाट के पैनल के साथ जो है हमारा जो है माउंटिंग स्ट्रक्चर लगा हुआ है। ये ऑटोमेटिक जो है सूर्य की तरफ घूमने वाला जो है सिस्टम है। ये जैसे धूप निकलती है, धूप निकलने के साथ जो है पैनल धूप की दिशा में बना रहता है। ये जैसे सुबह होती है वैसे ही जो है मोटर ऑन हो जाती है। मोटर ऑन होने के बाद जो है पीछे लगे हुए पैनल ब्लेडर में जो है पानी भर जाता है, और ये जो है धीरे धीरे जो है धूप के साथ में धीरे धीरे पानी खाली होता है, और ये जो है धूप की दिशा में जो है सुबह शाम तक धूप की दिशा में जो है घूमता रहता है।
As many as 25 families who earn their livelihood through farming have now started using prepaid cards to lit up their homes. Courtesy Boond, a social enterprise. Boond has installed 1 kilowatt social powered pico-grid system at the Pada village and has started selling customized solar energy products to the poor.
सोलर पैनल के बाद जो है करंट जो है 96 वोल्ट में करंट जो है इस लाइन से होते हुए इस हमारे चार्ज कंट्रोलर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बॉक्स में आती है। इसके बाद जो है लाइन जो है इन बैटरियों में आती है। ये हमारी 8 बैटरियां लगी हुई हैं जो सीरीज में कनेक्ट हैं। उसके बाद जो है ये जंक्शन बॉक्स लगा हुआ है, ये जो है घरों के लिए लाइन जो है सप्लाई करता है। ये बूंद एनर्जी मीटर है, ये प्रत्येक घर में लगाया गया है। और जब इसमें उपभोक्ता को जब रिचार्ज कराना होता है तो वो इसके यूएसबी डिवाइस को निकाल करके हमारे पास लेकर के आता है। इस ब्लूटूथ डिवाइस को इस यूएसबी डिवाइस से कनेक्ट करते हैं और इसको कनेक्ट कर इस तरीके से इसको जो है कनेक्ट करते हैं। कनेक्ट करने के बाद जो है इसे मोबाइल में इसको ऑप्शन है और उसमें मोबाइल में सर्च करते हैं। उपभोक्ता को जितने रुपए का जितने वाट जो रिचार्ज कराना होता है उतने वाट जो है बिजली इसमें जो है ट्रांसफर करते हैं। जब ये इसमें रिचार्ज होता है तो ये रेड लाइट जल जाती है। फिर इसको जो है कस्टमर जो है को निकाल करके कस्टमर को देते हैं। वो अपने एनर्जी मीटर में जा करके इस तरह से जो है इसमें लगाता है और इस तरह से जब लगाता है तो इसमें आ जाता है रिचार्ज सक्सेसफुल। रिचार्ज सक्सेसफुल उसमें जो है पैसे जितने रिचार्ज करा वो इसमें जो है शो करता है।
At Boond, we believe that it is not just products that makes us successful, but also the financial model and the affordability. Hence, we partner with banks and microfinance institutes to provide the loans to the end customers, hence, so that they can pay the products, pay for the products on month-on basis.
So, I mean, this video goes on and it's on YouTube if anybody wants to see the whole thing. There's a fair bit others. The name of the game for us all through our life cycle was to be frugal. So and when we work with communities like these which do not have a regular income cycle or they don't earn a fixed monthly income, we generally use prepaid grids, and that's where we started mimicking a prepaid phone concept to start selling power in a prepaid way. And it was kind of revolutionary because it not just gives control to the family on the amount of energy consumption they need to do, but it also allows them to work their energy expenditure on their income cycle. So for example, during months when they have more money, they put on more lights, or there's a festival of Diwali, Dashera, and they buy more power and they use more power. So it's a lot of interesting stuff that we've been doing, and I'm lucky to have people like Michael and other professors from Columbia as well as from here who look at all the data that we generate, because we generate tons of data. Every 10 minutes, every energy meter that we've installed sends out data which is captured on our cloud servers. So they look at the data and they're being able to tell what is the actual expenditure profile of a person living in these areas. Because that is really key, because companies, if they know what a person can spend or has the willingness to pay, they can design systems accordingly. So that's been our research, and I mean, Michael can talk about more of what they're doing, which is very innovative. And the story, to put it in the context of where we are today, is also very community driven. All the technicians that you saw have been trained by us through an apprenticeship program. They've also tooled by us, and they're all rural people. They're people who don't need to read and write. They never went to engineering school. They never went to even high school, forget about engineering school. But I can confidently say they're one of the best in, at least in the northern states of India, in understanding DC power and implementing it. With John, it's kind of cool, because if you don't study in a formal engineering school like I did, you actually grasp a technology shift much faster. And so it's really inspiring for me to work with our technicians. We have about 150 part-timers and about 50 full-timers who basically install these grids, and we are installing about 2 grids a week at this rate, so about 100 families a week. The model is very simple. Again, it's also a community-driven model where we have to fund those grids, so it requires an agency to give the community a loan or an individual person a loan. And once this loan is provided, we just have to ensure that the energy that the person sells is more than the monthly payment that he has to make to satisfy the loan monthly installments. So till now we're doing pretty well. We're expanding quite a bit, but again, I mean, it's a technology which hopefully, if we can introduce things like television, things which are more DC heavy and more wattage heavy, we can increase the consumer profiles of these people and sell more. It's a purely sales company, so we have to sell to succeed. And so a lot of our research is also based on that, and a lot of our work is. Thank you very much.